Now I remember something, that there is missing driver on ST-Link. If you have in your device manager, so you start to type device manager and it will pop up this window. Now it's duplicated. So universal serial bus devices, here should be ST-Link. Check that whether driver is installed, ST microelectronics. If not, then this software, at the same time, I think that this one is actually may give you driver. So go accept license. I had already login. So sorry, I will do it on screen. Let me back to the beginning device. Let's remove this driver. Not this one. Driver. Uninstall device. Remove driver. To show you that you have probably this situation when is no ST-Link detected. Now let's repeat whole process again. Download, accept. It will ask you to log in. If you are not logged in, make your account and it will start to download. It jumps on my primary monitor, and here double click on this. It says, are you sure? I know that it's black screen, but now it will install driver and this ST-Link utility. Two things at once. So it waits a little bit. The modify, repair. Modify, everything. Yes, now we go to driver. Before that, I cannot get to device. So remember that there is no ST-Link. So let's see here, next, finish, and pretty soon there should be listed ST-Link. If not, click here, and now we have ST-Link installed. This is probably the reason why you cannot program this. And now finish everything. By choosing this file, not only driver is installed, but installed already. I have already installed the ST-Link utility, so you can program from there. If you're using Keil, go to Flash, configure Flash tools. You may start from the beginning. First of all, you should to have exactly the same setting as your chip, your STM32 board or microcontroller. So in my case, it is STM32F103C8 or popular blue pill. Then everything else you may leave default. You may choose here 8 MHz crystal, although it is not defined here. It is defined in startup menu, startup file. This one is just probably for delay function, but I'm not using their Keil delay function, so I don't need everything else. Leave by default until debug. Here is important. By default, there is something else, other debugger. Since I have cheap $2 or $3 ST-Link debugger, which is sufficient, ST-Link debugger, check this and click on settings. So you should have here ST-Link V2. If not, check your connection on USB port. It may happen that on USB port you forgot to plug in and or chip is not connected properly. So this window will be empty. Also check that you're using maximal speed, 4 MHz. You may throttle down to 2 MHz, but why? Trace here nothing, and here is important thing. Reset and run. By default, it is without checking this window. Sometimes it is good to have this option so that, for example, motor doesn't run or your disk. Just first program chip, then put aside away of programmer. Then when you want to run, just press reset button. But for other cases, click here, reset and run. Many people worry about 128 kilobyte of memory and changing all the time this number here too. I do not that, just because it doesn't make sense, because this program is free but limited to 32 kilobyte. Code or everything else, this means you cannot cheat, make code 1 kilobyte and put some data up to say 128 kilobyte or 200 kilobyte. No. Linker is also limited completely. So complete program what goes into hexadecimal file is 32 kilobyte. So that's it. So when you finish programming your code, I choose here DDS, for example, on chip AD9850, and so first F7 or this one, it has translate. It's actually compiling, but okay. And you have load. This thing actually program your chip. You may notice here, I will press F8, very quick succession of checking and programming and checking all together. So how it looks like, let me start SDR sharp program. I choose frequency 25.1 megahertz. Let's start this, and 25.1. Is that my frequency? I think yes. Yep. So let's zoom in. When I run ST-Link, we have some noise here, but okay. So let's turn off. It goes in running. Now, alternative method. So on output, check create hex file. Then when you press F7, it is not programmed but just created. I do not try to flush this with this program. I show you why. Because it says ST-Link V2 in use, where I'm using this one. When this one is connected, this cannot be in use. So for example, if I disconnect this, now this should be refreshed, but by checking again, now it is not in use. So now we can program with this one. But exactly what I want to show you is ST-Link, also pre-program. Just you need to put your email name, email address, and whatsoever. So connect, and it will immediately read what is on your memory. So now, since it programmed and running, here is output frequency 21. Oh, there is some error. 25.1 or 15, yes. 3 kilohertz out. So let's target erase chip, and let me see whether it can actually show during erasing. It should stop working. Boom, vanished. So now go to open file. This is alternative. Next stage AD, I think here objects, here is hex file. Open this file. Now you have program and verify. This will boon, in quote, boon into your memory. memory of the chip, not your memory. So start and verify, and it running again. Now, if we have situation that we programmed our chip 1 month ago and we forgot where we put compiler file our program, so we can use ST-Link to copy from working chip. Here is working chip, so we will not erase this time. We will just save files. We first connect. During connecting, it is pull all data from the chip. Then save file as, since it is original file hex 8 kilobyte, I will put clone 1 hex. If you forgot to put hex, it will be .bin. Doesn't matter. Just for your notification to know what is that. So let's, for example, erase chip. It will stop working. Then find file. Now two identical files, almost identical. I know that is not exactly the same. And now you can program and verify. Now there is I do it too quickly. Sorry. Here is comparison. Old, new, it works. Program verify, reset after programming. This is the same option explained in Keil. So this program is auxiliary program which helps you programming. For example, if you have, I don't know, 100 chips, it is easier than using Keil. I don't know. Or you can check what is program current or previous version. You may sometimes do some change, modification in your program. So you are not sure what is inside. So you choose, for example, this one. Now we program a cloned file. Open this and make sure that compare with one inside chip. No difference found. No matter which name of the file, but everything is the same. So let's recap everything. The reason you probably cannot upload your board, your chip, is that or there is missing driver for ST-Link, or some of component is not programming as should be. In the case of missing driver, if you haven't this ST-Link 004, this is utility, but during installing this utility, it's installed driver as well. So you should check whether you have this. If no, then you should to install driver. I will repeat again. It is good to repeat 20 times, is if possible, better than forgetting something. So it will disappear. There is no ST-Link. So I cannot program without that. Download, accept. I'm already log in here and run this setup program. It will ask you, Windows will ask you, are you sure it is not digitally signed or something, whatever. And now it calculates everything and checking whether it's installed, which part is installed, which is not, and or maybe I forgot to. Main application is now modified, and this one will install driver for ST-Link. Finish, and there is device manager. Not yet here. Click here to refresh what you have, and now it shows ST-Link is installed. Close that, boom, vanish it, and now we have ST-Link installed. So check configure tool, your chip name, debug, STLink debugger, check settings. We may skip to flash download, click this one. If you're missing this address, sometimes may happen that you're missing address. This address is related to this. Now I will show you what will happen if I choose wrong chip, or I thought that I connected, for example, other one which I have here. It exists. So here is different programmer, different link. Now settings will show you. Let's remove add, and here is a different chip. So this is reason probably wrong chip is set. Or here STM32 F103C, and here is 8. You can put here. Click here and here. Now it exits because it needs to exit in order to program here. Else it will not show you proper address. Now it is automatic address, but if for some reason address missing from where to where, click here add and click first one, 128 kilobyte. Do not bother with, or if you want you can 64 kilobyte, but whole thing is limited to 32 kilobyte. In the case you want hex file, check this one. Since this file is not huge, maximum 32 kilobyte, maybe you can check by default. To create hex file, it is good to have hex file for one day if you want to use this STLink utility. STLink utility give you additional possibility to check what is inside your chip. You can compare with whatever you saved. No difference found. If you, for example, let's try to compare something else. For example, copied. I also check it here, and now let's try to compare. It should be different, completely different. So in this case, you know that in your chip is something else, not your latest program. To get this, just go to objects, and now if you compare, it will be the same. No difference found. So people, that's all. It is not so complicated, but probably on my first video I forgot to mention that by default, after you installing Keil, STLink driver is not installed. This is because there is many options which debugger, which linker, which device you have. Since we have cheapest version, STLink, they offered STLink utility in separate file. This file is exactly here. Just download. Prior to that, they say hi Milan, because I'm subscribed to their page. So everything is free. Somewhere is forum, but I will not bother with that. So I think that's all. Okay, thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, share and subscribe. Until next time, bye.